Hey, Jack Sparrow here, NFL draft analyst from Chat Sports. And on today's show, we're going to be showing you guys a Bears 7-round mock draft that our Bears host, Harrison Graham, put out on our Bears channel earlier this week. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button right now for daily and free NFL draft content all throughout the 2024 offseason.
On today's show, we are sponsored by 8 Sleep. If you're struggling to sleep at night, if you're waking up in a funk, well, 8 Sleep has an awesome product for you. Go to 8sleep.com/chatsports to get $200 off their awesome product that we'll tell you about here in just a little bit. I'm Harrison Graham. Welcome into Bears Now. We got a post-combine Bears mock draft, full 7 rounds following the NFL Combine. A lot of nuggets I heard, a lot of things that seem to be trending in a certain direction. I think you guys know what that is as we shift into the month of March. Are you excited for the NFL draft? If you are, like this video. Hit that thumbs up icon. Bears are in a great position picking at number 1 and number 9 overall. If you're fired up for the draft, go ahead and like this video. All right, 17th mock draft. We are just humming through these. Round 1, pick number 1, Calen Bullock, quarterback USC. I felt strongly about the direction of where the Bears are leaning heading into the Combine. I feel even stronger about it afterwards. All the reporting suggests that is the direction right now. It's not a done deal, but why Caleb at 1? Because I keep getting asked, why? Well, I think he's the most talented quarterback prospect in a while, at least since Trevor Lawrence in the Justin Fields draft and potentially further back. Very productive in college. Guy won a Heisman Trophy. The confidence really stood out to me in person. And that's why I wanted to wait until after the Combine to kind of make my declaration on what I would do at quarterback. But the guy just oozes confidence, which I absolutely love. And he's loved by his teammates and coaches. I've yet to hear a single coach or teammate not even just not say something positive about him, but to even just be neutral. Like, they all give him glowing reviews. Like, you hear it in the reporting, you hear it directly from players and coaches' mouths, so I'm a big fan of that. And this is unfortunate for Justin Fields, but it resets the QB contract clock. It kind of starts a new window of 4 to 5 years where you can have a rookie quarterback on a cheap deal and have a lot of roster flexibility. And look, again, while I was in Indy, he checked the boxes for me. We already knew the type of player he was, and now I just like the type of leader he can be. Everybody questioned that. Everybody was like, he's got red flags everywhere. I didn't see a single one. I just didn't. Like, he's confident, but a little cocky, but not too much. And by the way, you want your quarterback to have some cockiness. And he just believes in himself. And you got to have that. You just have to have that. And if that's a red flag, then, well, Justin Fields has red flags too. Because if you don't think he's super confident and has belief in himself, he does. You can trust me on that one. So, Caleb Williams, the first pick. And before we get to our pick at 9, here's how the first 8 selections went. Caleb, number 1 to the Bears. Drake May, number 2 to Washington. Jaden Daniels, 3 to New England. Marvin Harrison Jr. goes to Arizona at 4. Malik Neighbors to the Chargers at 5. Joe Alt to the Giants at 6. Titans take Brock Bowers at 7. And then J.J. McCarthy. Well, that's my biggest takeaway from the Combine, by the way, that McCarthy's probably going to go top 10. And hopefully for the Bears' sake, he goes top 8, because that could help a guy like Odunze fall into the Bears' lap at number 9 overall. If you get 4 quarterbacks in the top 8, that means you only have to dodge 4 more bullets. And sure, 3 of those could be the receivers, but decent chance one of them gets to 9. If not, Odunze is a stud, man. Like, I mentioned how much I enjoyed listening to Caleb Williams at the Combine. Probably even more so Odunze. This guy's just very likable. He's confident. Seems like a great teammate. And, oh, by the way, he's really good at football. Just under 6'3", over 210 pounds. Tested well. If you guys probably saw at the Combine, he was the last player on the field, basically, trying to hit a 6.6 in the 3-cone drill. He kept trying to hit that number, couldn't quite get there. I've said it before. I'll say it again here. After the Combine, I would love a Caleb plus Odunze combo. Bring those guys in there with DJ Moore and Cole Kmet already established within this offense. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. And you know who else would love a combo of Caleb Williams plus Odunze? Odunze. Take a listen.
Yeah, definitely. I got to see Caleb firsthand. I got to see his talents and abilities. So yeah, definitely. And I know that he has an incredible talent, and I know he's a student of the game and someone who brings a lot of passion and a lot of desire to the game. So of course, to be paired up with him, it would be something special, I think.
I just get fired up thinking about it. I really, really do. How hyped would you be for a Caleb Williams, Rome, Odunze combo, duo, whatever word you want to use in Chicago? Scale of 1 to 10. Got to be honest. I'd be at a 10 out of 10. Let me know what you think in the comments. Da-da-da, na-na-na, trade alert. Little bit of a change up here in this one. Justin Fields to the Steelers for Diontae Johnson and a third-round pick. Kind of up in the air what Justin Fields is going to fetch in a trade at this point, but a lot of chatter that the Steelers would be willing to move on from Diontae Johnson, final year of his rookie contract. He may not be super happy there at this point, but through 5 seasons, you look at his numbers, he's been pretty damn productive, man. He's basically averaging 900 yards a year. He's got 25 career touchdowns, 391 career catches in 77 games. That's pretty damn good as well. It's like 5 catches a game on average. I know we're all scarred from the Chase Claypool experiment, but I don't think this would be the same thing. And this is also kind of low risk, right? You bring him in, you get a third as well for Justin Fields, and all of a sudden you look up, you got DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, and Diontae Johnson. If it plays out this way, that's a pretty formidable duo. At times, Johnson's been a 1. I think he's more of a 2 or a 3. I think he's a good 2, excellent 3. I think he'd be a little bit of an upgrade over a Darnell Mooney, or even if he's in the similar tier, that's fine. Mooney's ideally your number 3 anyway. So certainly would be open to this. It also wouldn't cost much against your cap. Any team that trades for Diontae Johnson, I believe, only takes on $10 million. So that's not bad. And then if you want to extend him, you could extend him. If not, you play this year out and see what happens. Today's show is sponsored by 8 Sleep, the high-tech solution to your age-old sleeping issues. 8 Sleep's Pod 3 cover slips right over your mattress, bringing heating and cooling technology that helps keep you comfortable and sleeping deeper for a better, more restful night. I picked up my Pod 3 cover just a few months ago, and I've never slept better. Sleep science shows that in order to sleep our best, our body temperature needs to drop in the early and middle part of sleep and rise in the morning. The pod cover will improve your sleep by automatically adjusting your bed's temperature based on your individual needs. The cover can be added to any bed like a fitted sheet and allows you and your partner to cool or warm your side of the bed as low as 55 degrees and up to 110 degrees. Love that you can change temperatures on each side, which is fantastic. Not only does it keep you at the perfect temperature all night, the pod also tracks your sleep and health metrics. On average, users their sleep quality improved by 32% after just 1 month on the pod. Think about feeling 30% more fresh in the morning. You can do that with 8 Sleep. So go to 8sleep.com/chatsports. Check out the Pod 3 today. Get $200 off with that /chatsports and free shipping. 8sleep.com/chatsports for $200 off. That link is in the comments and in the description of this video. Let's go back to USC in round 3, the first of 2 third-round picks, because we've got another one from the Steelers in that trade. Calen Bullock, the safety out of Southern Cal. You still got to replace Eddie Jackson, and I got a chance to talk to Bullock this week, by the way, and he had nothing but praise for Caleb Williams as well. But him himself is a good player. 2 interceptions this past year. I think he's got 9 picks in the last 3 seasons. Rangy player, tested pretty well at the combine as well. I think he can play free safety day 1 and be a starter in this league. Obviously, there's going to be some learning curve as a rookie free safety in this defense. But like his skill set, had a pick 6 last year as well. Put him next to Jaquan Brisker. That's an adequate replacement for Eddie Jackson. Join the family here at Bears Now for 100% free by hitting that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications as well. If you want more Bears draft coverage for the next 7-8 weeks, we're going to have you covered here on this show. So hit the sub button, turn on the notification bell, and select all. You're not going to miss a single video here on this channel. Next up in our extra third-round pick we picked up from the Steelers is Patrick Paul, the offensive tackle out of Houston. I would have gone guard here, but after trading for Ryan Bates last night, let's get another guy at tackle. You look at his PFF numbers from last year. Really good pass blocker. Obviously, Houston running that air raid scheme the last couple of years. Could improve as a run blocker, but I'd rather have a elite pass blocker than run blocker. I feel like it's easier to improve as a run blocker in the NFL than vice versa. What I like is experience. 3-year starter at left tackle at the University of Houston. They transitioned from the Group of 5 to the Power 5 this past year into the Big 12, had his best year yet, so that level up in competition wasn't a challenge for him. I think he's a classic day 2 guy, mid-second round, early third round, somewhere in that range, and that's where we get him right here. And look, I think this is a really good offensive tackle draft, and I think drafting one could make a lot of sense if the cards fall properly. I like Braxton Jones. He's a starting caliber center or left tackle in the NFL. But if you can upgrade at that position, you certainly would consider doing so if you are the Chicago Bears. At minimum, it's competition. He could be your swing tackle. Maybe he pushes Braxton Jones and wins that job outright. So I like the move. He tested well at the NFL Combine. I think he'd be a very good fit here in the third round. Day 3 here, Mohamed Kamara, a guy we've taken a few times in our mock drafts. Round 4, pick number 111. I actually talked to him a little bit too. Intriguing young player. A little undersized, but production was awesome. Motor is fantastic. And he also tested really, really well at the NFL Combine. Had some of the better agility numbers and explosive numbers among edge rushers as well. I think he can be a rotation guy right away. He's probably never a starter in this league because he's only about 6'1". But he was talking about how his kind of lower gravity really helps him get some leverage oftentimes since he is lower to the ground compared to some offensive linemen he goes up against. So maybe he could use that to his advantage. A guy like Andrew Billings at a different position has shown the ability to do that. I mean, a guy like Aaron Donald has made a living doing that. And future Hall of Famer. Not saying Kamara is going to be Aaron Donald, but sometimes being lower to the ground has its benefits as well. Name a Bears draft sleeper. Who's someone you'd like to see on day 3 end up in Chicago? Maybe it's Mohamed Kamara. Maybe it's Maason Smith, who former 5-star recruit, extremely talented player, had some injury issues, had some off-field issues at LSU, never reached his potential, which is why he's sitting here in the 4th round. Certainly a high-risk, high-reward type of player. But in the 4th round, I think the Bears roster has made enough strides where maybe Ryan Poles is willing to take this swing. Like he said last year, they weren't in a place to take Jalen Carter in the 1st round. And I completely understood and agreed with that decision. By the way, that's worked out pretty well. Darnell Wright's been good. But Maason Smith in the 4th, guy is a really good athlete, 6'5", about 310 pounds. He fits the profile of a textbook 3 defensive tackle. Now, is he ever going to reach his potential? I don't know. I was at his podium for a bit during the Combine. I liked what I heard from him, but he hasn't reached his potential up to this point. But he's got the skill set and the tools to do it. I think on day 3, I'd be willing to take a swing. But no 6th or 7th round picks as of now. Grade today's Bears mock draft. A, B, C, D, or F. Don't forget we got Diontae Johnson in there as well. A, B, C, D, or F. Drop a letter grade down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe as we will have more Bears coverage as the offseason progresses. Free agency gets going next week. Lots to come. Bear down.